waiting on you to start us.
Sweet. We're here. We're there. We're started. Hello everyone to
We can't do anything until you do us things.
the new L5R campaign, Empires Without Numbers. For this campaign, I'm joined by 3 new players. So before we get started with the actual playing of the game, I would like everybody to, if you would, introduce yourselves and, a brief history of, your history of L5R. So let's start with Kyla. Oh, and if in Roll20 everybody could change their name to their character names, that'd be Spiffy.
Talk about... Wait, did you call me?
Yeah, just introduce yourself and tell us your history with L5R.
I'm Kayla. I'm Kayla, and I played 2 sessions of L5R before this.
Rad.
Yeah. It's fun.
Sweet. Isamu, if you could go next.
I'm Isamui. I'm Zach. Essentially, I played only 1 game of L5R, and that was about 4 years ago. So I remembered the system. I want to try it again.
Tight. And if our unicorn could give their introduction, Utaku Nari.
I'm Teona. I'm playing Utaku Nari, and this will be my 2nd game of L5R. My first game is currently still going with 11 sessions down.
Tight. My name's Chris. I've run L5R for 2 years and done 3 campaigns. So I love it. I love the system. I love messing around with the lore. So here we are.
You made me cut my leg off.
I probably should have mentioned my other game's still technically going, but we're gonna have to take a hiatus for 6 weeks because one of the players is gonna go away for a bit. Won't be able to play.
Lame.
Well, we're here for you. To give you that fix.
Don't let him lie to you.
So the session starts off today. First session ever, very exciting. I hate listening to myself in my recordings because I always sound so not thrilled to do roleplay. So I'm gonna try be up and peppy. The session starts today with we're in a very busy city somewhere. Doesn't matter where. It's the New Year's festival. Early in the day, the streets are crowded. Vendors and street goers are dressed in colorfully colored kimonos, and children are running through the streets happy to get away for their chores for one day and just hang out and be children. And one person in particular is drawing a very large crowd, and this is Doji Hoshihana, and she's standing upon a small stage by a river. There she is. Isn't she cute? I should put that on the map layer before I mess it up. There we go. She's standing in front of all these children and she's saying, "Gather up, children, as I am about to tell you a miraculous tale of great heroism and some of the greatest samurai that Rokugan has ever known." And all the children have very big eyes and ooh, and they all gather up around her. And she says, "All right, our tale takes..."
Plot twist, it's about us.
Our tale takes place in the land of Rokugan, where 1,000 years ago the kami fell from heaven upon Sepun Hill, and were blessing upon the land. And the kami had a great tournament between one another to see who would determine who would be emperor. And the great Hantai won that tournament, and under his watchful eye and that of his children, Rokugan grew into a great empire which experienced 1,000 years of peace. Although from time to time that peace would be interrupted in some small way. In our story, it was interrupted by a foul Ronin Shugenja, and she takes out a little a little doll that looks, Shugenja-ish, has a black robe on. All the children boo at the Ronin Shugenja. And she says, "Oh, this terrible Ronin was in the midst of committing some great ritual which would have, great harm upon the people of Rokugan. And so Rokugan sent 3 fine heroes," and she pulls out 3 dolls, and she produces 2 of them, and she says, they sent Murasaki and Isamui, of the Haruma family, who are fine warriors of the crab, and the children cheer, and also joining them on this journey was Utaka Nari and her mighty steed, and the children go, "Yay!" And then, the screen changes towards, a bird's eye view of a great temple, and she says, "Together these 3 Bushi charged at the Ronin's hiding spot, a temple up in the Dragonlands. And with great might and heroism, they vanquished the minions of this Shugenja and entered into his inner sanctum." And she says, and before when they got to the inner sanctum, there's a giant orb the size of a man and as dark as the void itself. And the 3 brave Bushi steeled themselves, and they charged to finish off the villain once and for all. And then she grows quiet and says, "But before the Bushi could land the final blow on this terrible Shugenja, the ball exploded," and the children go, "Oh, no!" And she says, "And their lives and their fate and the fate of Rokugan was changed forever." And with that, the opening credits roll for this anime as we the credits for the people playing the characters roll through, and our theme music plays.
Right.
Just epic anime intro.
Very epic, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, we need music. No.
We need some intro music.
My character has intro music, thank you. If you did his 48 questions, one of them was music.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
And so, as the game starts in earnest, would everybody roll a 1d3 for me, please?
No.
Well, you're just gonna have a hard time this game.
Whoo! I don't know what that means, but I got a 3.
I'm still rolling. Yeah, I got a 3 also.
Oh yeah, Hiruma for the win.
Yay!
Fuck those Hiruma crabs. Fucking
But can we
crabs.
make a roll if you die
come
from
on.
a roll from a bushy?
You're a unicorn. Unicorns like us. We like unicorns.
No, y'all are bad. Y'all are like almost honorless dogs. Almost.
Nah, you're our closest ally. You understand what it means to be ostracized.
Yeah.
You
So
have no idea. She has 1 leg, so she has been extremely ostracized.
I have 1 arm.
That is not as
I
bad.
have a weird eye.
That is also not as bad.
Can't contact the boy.
That
You
is as
see, the
bad.
problem with not having a leg is you can't walk.
No, you have 4 legs.
Yes, when I'm on my horse.
So Murasaki, since you rolled the double, you get the second slot. So the session starts out with Utaka Nari. You find yourself you like wake up in a forest suddenly, very dramatically, flat on your back, as your horse is off a few feet eating some roots.
Or I call my horse over.
What's your horse's name?
What is your horse's name?
Gotcha.
Butt stallion.
Yeah, no,
Calm nameless horse.
No, it's spelled like Austin Powers. Fuck
Fuck you. Fuck me.
I'm sorry. That is not actually going to be the horse.
All right, I'll just erase the note that I just took.
Naughty?
Dende. We'll call the horse a Dende.
Nope. Horse.
Yes!
Inaka.
Oh, Mr. Horse.
Inaka. Fine name.
I-N-K-A. Inaka.
Oh, Naka, gotcha. Sweet. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh yeah, I probably should say this, but I'm finally bad at pronouncing Japanese names. So if you hear me mispronounce something, just let me know.
It's tight.
Oh, I
It's
can't
alright.
pronounce them either.
Since I've been
yeah.
to Japan, so I will suck at it.
So your horse trots over by you and, you know, kind of kneels
use
down.
it to help myself get up. And obviously get on it so I can move about.
Sweet. So yeah, you mount the horse and you kind of take a look around yourself as you I don't know, make an investigation roll for me if you can. And lacking investigation, just make a perception roll.
Investigation is far too important not to put skill points in.
I agree.
How to use the sheet.
Alrighty. So you're, from what you can tell, you're deep in a forest surrounded by, this forest is either grown around a very old temple, or, I don't know, someone built a very old temple in this forest a while ago. From what you can tell, it's not the same temple that you were at just a few minutes ago when you were attacking a Shugenja. It's in a strange other...
Now tell me that those are not the Spirit Forest thingies from Studio Ghibli that I see.
Oh, in fact, if you look down your thing, boop, yeah.
Oh God!
As you're kind of looking around, all these little creatures are, you know, coming up around you.
Somebody watched too much Princess Mononoke.
It was me. It was last night. It was great.
I'm...
Never seen it.
Goodness.
Oh, it's so good.
Those little creatures are in almost all of the Studio Ghibli movies. They represent spirits of the forest.
I've never really seen any.
They're pretty good.
Blasphemy! Get out!
No, please stay.
Oh no, I'm going. Farewell!
All right.
Oh, I already killed one player! Success!
So yeah, they're looking at
okay.
you curiously.
I ignore them.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Do I potentially see the other players?
Well, hey, with that question raised, let's head over to our second slot. So the venerable Haruma Murasaki, would you you're in a less fortunate state. Utaku was laying down in a field right next to her horse. That was very tight. You
She
are
has a horse, so she's automatically in a better place.
that's true. You're up in a tree.
Can you set the vibe?
So yeah, upside down in a tree, you notice that the ground's where the air should be, and the air is where your ground should be. You also notice a very intense pain in your lower torso, and as you kind of like scrunch your muscles to see what's going on, you see that you're actually like impaled on a tree branch. And here's the damage you'll suffer. If this kills you immediately, I'm sorry.
Just don't worry about it. I actually have a lot of health.
Yeah, so you take 9 damage, so.
9?
9 damage, yeah.
You said 9 damage?
Yes, ma'am. So you're kind of like, oh, that's not ideal. And as you take a look around, try to get your bearings, which is hard because you're upside down. You'll notice that the tree branch that you're currently impaled on is actually like goes further out and extends into further branches. And so somehow you got like impaled on something. You take 9 damage. Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Sometimes I'm a bit hard to
Yeah,
hear.
it's just weird because you rolled 3d10.
And he rolled a 22.
Yeah, and then she took 9
Yeah.
damage. You're
But I
throwing
can
us off
take
here.
22. It really wouldn't be that bad for me since I have Earthring 3.
That's still going to put you into taking wound penalties.
So,
That would have taken me my wounds.
I would be nearly dead.
so right now it's glorious because I'm still technically healthy.
Tight.
You know, just catch a tree branch, no problem.
Tanked a tree branch. What a hero. Yeah, and as you're kind of dangling there from the tree branch, and you know, your head's naturally angled towards the ground, you see all sorts of all manner of wildlife kind of running past you down underground. It's like mice and raccoons and foxes. Do you happen to have the hunting skill?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to roll that for me? It's gonna be a TN of 15.
Oh, come on!
All right, we're setting a good precedent with these first rolls.
Get wrecked.
3, and I rolled 14.
So yeah, you see all these animals running past you, and you're like, we're in a forest. So what would you like to do about the situation you're currently in?
Is there like any other branches we can grab on so I can like hold that to support my weight while I get the other branch out of me?
Yeah, let's see you make an athletics roll to try to work that up.
Like, okay, athletic strength.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, you find another branch, you like put your hand on it, and you're like, okay, and you like try to start to ease your way onto the other branch, and you just feel the tree bark that's like inside your body kind of just like grinding at you, and you're gonna take another point of damage. Only 7. Easy. And your arm kind of gives out under you. So you weren't able to...
Do I take 7 points of damage, or...?
Yes, you take an additional 7. As you kind of like hurt your body trying to get that maneuver done. And as
so
you...
am I at... I'm sorry. I'm at 10 or 7. Notification on the back.
Let's see. You've taken 9, and then another 7, so you should be at 16.
Okay, so that's 16.
Yeah.
Damn it, I went over my health, and now I'm dead. Like a plus 3 penalty.
Yeah, so as you're still hanging there, the blood like kind of draining from your body a little bit quicker. All the animals have passed by, and you see what they're running from now. There's a tiger kind of stalking through the forest, looking like a pimp. And you're like, oh crap, hope it doesn't notice me. And then it kind of sees the... Oh, nice. Do it.
Yay. Finally! 3 ones, what the fuck?
The only good thing about that was the exploding 18.
I know, 3 ones, seriously, the 2!
You almost just got screwed on that stealth roll.
All 3 of those rolls are freaking trained!
The sad thing is you're trained in stealth too.
Yeah.
So, the good thing about being impaled on a tree branch in the way you are is that, like, all the leaves are still intact. So you kind of, like, do a crunch and just, like, like a sloth, just kind of hang up on the branch and like hide in the leaves. And the tiger doesn't see you. Congratulations.
Oh, this tiger. Oh, by the way, do I have my sword?
Yeah, you're totally. I bet your
Okay.
your backpack's like very well cinched up and on your back. Yeah, yeah, and you're fully armored as well because you came from fighting a Shugenja. And we're going to finally go over to our second Haruma. So, as situations go, could be worse. The Utaku was laying in a field, and your Haruma buddy was impaled on a tree branch, and it seems like you are kind of encased in a pillar of stone, and that's a bummer. So if you look at this arch right here,
So I see.
so
I see black, or like I am like encased up to my neck or whatnot.
So as you awaken, you kind of look around. Both of your legs are like inside this pillar, and you're you only have one arm. That's a bummer. Luck of the roll, and your one good arm is like also encased in it. Your back and your neck and your torso, they're kind of free. It's just like up to your wrist that it's encased in. If you had two arms, the other arm would be free. Tragically, and
that's great.
And you can see that your daisho is like sticking out of the same pillar as well.
My what is sticking out?
Your daisho, your katana and wakizashi are in the stone as well. However, the sheath is in there, so if you were able to get a hold of the handle, you'd be able to pull them out.
Am I able to grab the sword with my teeth? Is it that close?
Yeah, sure. I'd say that'd be like athletics to see how flexible you were. Not that flexible, it would appear.
Before we get too far, I actually have one more question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man.
I think he's ignoring you.
Hello?
No, yeah, ask your question.
Yeah, waiting on acknowledgement. With the traveling pack and picking the 10 things, one of them is a week's rations. Am I able to get one of those for like the horse too, like a week worth of rations for the horse?
Yeah.
Just give it grass. It'll work.
Those are the greatest horses in Rokugan, and you feed them grass?
I feed my horses grass.
So my question stands. Is that a thing that I can do?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Thank you.
Bada bing. So yeah, you kind of like try to do a crunch, grab that sword with your teeth, but it's very awkward. Your good arm's kind of like keeping you anchored in place. Maybe if you tore that out of its socket, you might be able to do it, but that seems kind of drastic for the moment.
Am I able to pull my arm out, just like yank it out, or maybe wiggle it out?
Yeah, we'll see about that in just a second. So as you attempt to pull that arm out, there's actually you see across from you, sitting on a whatchamacallit, a tree stump. There's a fellow in a black robe and a mask, kind of sitting there with his legs crossed, and he sees you see him, and he nods at you to acknowledge you, and he says, "Oh, right on time." And where are you? There you go. Boop.
I stare at him for a second, taking in his features, and then say, "Did you put me in here?"
Would you like to make an investigation roll for me, real quick?
Yep. Let me find it. Still trying to figure out this thing. All right. Not doing too hot.
The minimum TN that I said is always 15, so if you guys are like, he's pulling bullshit, it's always a 15, at least. Yeah, so you don't really notice anything strange about him, and he stands up and he says, yeah, and he kind of like rubs his arm guiltily. My master did, I'm afraid. And he shrugs and he says, "Hey, I'm really sorry about this, but I was sent to kill you. Sorry." And would you like?
Huh?
Would you please roll initiative for me?
All right. Where do I find that?
If you go to the front page of your sheet.
Oh, I found it.
There's that little box at the bottom. Yeah. If you would click your token.
Attempted to roll a command looking for the value for a selected token, but no tokens are selected. Oh.
Yeah,
your token.
Yep.
Yeah,
I forgot. Yep.
The world's nicest assassin.
It's like, well, I'm really sorry about this, guys, but I kind of have to kill you.
Yeah, sorry, man. You just drew the short stick.
Yep.
Sorry.
Well, at least I'm not impaled on a tree.
Well, at least I'm not getting actually murdered.
Yep, she only got stabbed by a tree. You're gonna get stabbed by a stabby thing.
You think, yeah. It's gonna be a very quick session.
Yeah. Everyone besides freaking... Oh, no, Harumi, they're both just gonna die. Well,
Yep. So Harumi curse.
So at the top of combat, you declare what stance you'd like to enter. Obviously, that's hard for you, but do you have a particular stance you'd like to take at the moment? And do you know what the stances are?
The only stance I am able to take would be like full defense, since I'm unable to move.
Yeah, full defense sounds good to me. So go ahead and make your defense roll. He takes on the attack stance naturally.
So, what do I roll for that? It's
roll your defense skill.
all right. That.
And if you guys look in notes, I put up a reference sheet.
I can't find that.
It should be on your skills.
Skills, and then down here.
It should be under boogie or whatever.
Oh boy. Terrible rolls.
Sweet. So you take half of that and you add it to your armor TN. So
okay, so I take half of that. Is it round high or round low?
I believe it's round up.
Okay, so 7 plus 15, 23. Right? No, 22. 22.
I was like, yeah.
Math today, man.
If you look on your notes, I put a reference sheet for you, and that has a lot of really handy. Has like combat things and the honor table. And I like to give it to all my players, so that's there for you if you need it. So he's gonna have to roll over a 22 in order to attack you. So he's gonna go to weapons. Oop, I put Kenjutsu, but it should be.
Oh, sorry, no, I have a 18. Sorry, he's gonna have to roll 25.
25, very nice.
Yep.
Damn, that's it? Do y'all not get heavy armor?
I start with Ashigaru.
Oh,
Really, I got the light armor. Well, that's fun.
The Ashigaru
I'm
had better
excited.
stats for me moving around.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably take it. But yeah, we only got lighter Ashigaru, not heavy.
I got light or riding, but riding is effectively heavy.
Somehow, this assassin's not only the nicest assassin, but he's also the worst assassin.
Yeah, he's pretty bad at it. You see
He
him.
he needs a new career field. He's gonna need a new head as soon as I get to him.
He raises his arms. You don't see him having a weapon, but he like raises his arms and he strikes down, and you can like feel the stone above you, like kind of cleaving in two. But obviously, whatever he's cutting with, like gets caught in the stone before it like even gets to your neck. And he kind of stands there in front of you, and he like jerks his arm for a second, and he like shakes his head miserably. So it goes to your turn. Normally, if you take full defense stance, you can't do anything, but this would be a great time to see if you can make a strength roll to rip your arm out of the stone.
Alright, so like athletics.
Yeah, athletic strength is gonna be a TM of 20 to rip your arm out. Then you can take a raise to also take your sword out. And you can take another raise to like get your legs out as well.
That's gonna be rough. Cause I don't know if I get any bonuses to this. Well, we'll see.
So are you taking any raises?
Dang.
Yeah, your biceps flex sexily as you try to pull your arm out, but to no avail. And so with that, we transfer over to Utaku, who you hear some goings on up the way in the forest.
I am going to ride over there with my Nudachi drawn because I don't know where I am and I don't want to get caught unaware.
Sweet. Make a horsemanship roll for me. It's gonna be a TN of 20. If you take a raise, you can act this turn in combat.
Raise.
Sweet.
So TN 25.
Yep. You and Naka are like the wind as you.
I am a horseman. This is what I do. It's like I don't even have to roll to get the horse into combat.
And go ahead and roll your initiative.
All right, initiative. Oh, forgot to select.
Tight.
I'm gonna spend my lucky. That did not help me at all. Oh well.
All right, so it would be so it's your turn. So what would you like to do? I guess the question is, can you pull out your Nodachi as a simple action?
My Nodachi was drawn to start with.
Mm-hmm.
I declared that already.
You did declare.
You did.
So, can I hit the dude?
Yeah, as you please.
I am in full attack stance.
Bold.
I have enough horsemanship to use full attack stance while on horseback.
Righteous. Let's see the attack.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have everything right. I'm pretty sure I hit.
Hey, well, you know. Great number. All right, roll your damage. Nice.
It's a pretty good explode.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you
Only I had
ride
spent
that
some.
guy.
If I only I had spent some fucking wood points before I did all of these rolls.
Great work. You come. He's trying to pull whatever he has out of the stone, and out from nowhere, through the trees, a horse comes barreling down. A one-legged woman. Oh, I'm a fool. One-legged woman in a purple kimono comes out with a Nodachi drawn, and with a mighty swing, slices his back open. And he tumbles to the ground. Blood spraying across the trees.
I got one more
Murderize
thing to
them?
roll. So that would be my horse's initiative. I need a token. If only for initiative's sake.
Oop, wrong
Well,
lady.
being that you're as one entity, wouldn't you do the same initiative?
No, horsemanship works very weird like that. The horse
Weird.
has its own initiative, moves on my initiative, and attacks on its own initiative.
I didn't realize your horse could attack.
It in fact can attack, and it is quite nasty in an attack.
Just don't spook it. You'll fall off and be useless.
It's a warhorse.
That horse eats fire and spits thunder.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you have a token out there if you'd like to roll for the horses.
Yeah. I think the horse goes next.
Think you're right.
And I have yet to actually put his attack in. Because, yeah. Because this sheet is not friendly for actually doing a horse. Because they're meant for player characters, not creatures.
Yeah.
Roll the right initiative. 4K3 for an attack. Sorry, I was not prepared for the horse to actually get to kick something. All right, let's see if this works. Gonna mark it as a jujitsu. Does the horse hit?
The horse does not hit. You know, it goes to trample this fellow, and he, despite having his back cut open, he kind of deftly rolls out of the way as this happens.
Now that I think about it, I could have had the horse kick the fucking Phoeni-X free.
With that, we're gonna go over to Haruma Murasaki. How's it hanging?
Not too well.
Haha!
A bit painful.
See what you did there.
Thank you, thank you.
Do I hear this commotion?
Yeah, you can actually kind of look over from where you are in a tree and kind of see, if not your friends, at least the people you've been working with the last few days, attacking a dude in a black robe who looks very similar to the Shugenja you were trying to take down a little bit ago. And below you, there is a tiger who's kind of sniffing at a pool of blood that's formed on the forest floor, and he's kind of looking at it curiously. So from here, how would your stealth Haruma like to act?
Am I still impaled? I'm still impaled in the branch, right?
Yes, you are. You failed your athletics to kind of bust out.
Yeah. She'll try to get off the barrier, but get unimpaled.
Gotcha.
Athletics.
Yeah, go ahead. Once again, instead of taking damage, I'm gonna see as you're once again just trying to get off this thing. You exert yourself a little bit more, and the blood trickles down from your wound, and this tiger who's kind of looking at the blood puddle below sees where it's dripping from as it splashes his nose, and he looks up and sees you there, a shish kebab. And like tigers tend to do, he very athletically jumps on a high tree branch and starts making his way up to dear Haruma.
a fight with this tiger while stuck in a tree where.
It'd be very
It's not
tight.
happening, but-
Start waving your sword at it.
Yeah, to like
mean-
slug. Can
You break the branch.
is it possible for me to like cut the tree branch or like break it in any way so I just kind of fall down, take the damage, and run?
Hell yeah, make a Kenjutsu roll.
I mean, you're in a better position than the dude that's stuck in a fucking block of stone.
But he has you.
But I do have a horseman.
Okay, since it was my katana, I rolled this, right?
What was that?
Can you
Kenjutsu, yeah.
finally?
Hell yeah. Haruma's like, well, I'm not down for this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Draws the
That's
katana.
actually what I was thinking for a second. Oh, tiger.
Takes a whack at the branch, cuts it clean through, and God, I can't imagine this ending well. Like, falls towards the ground. Let's see. I'm gonna roll one more d10 for you.
Oh, you really don't have to.
There you go.
As much as I appreciate it, you don't have to roll a d10.
So you managed to like land to where you're the first one that hits the ground and not the branch. Because if you did that, the rest of the branch would probably just like shoot through you. And you hit the ground
And
and
he says, so my comrades in this center, right?
yeah. Yes, you did. But when you hit the ground, on your back, you look up and you see the tiger, or you see up in the tree. It's not a tiger anymore.
Fuck?
Yeah, it's now boop. And do you have any sort of lore skill to recognize what the hell this is?
Would Lore Shadowlands count?
Lore Shadowlands would not count, so it would just be a regular intelligence test.
Okay. It would be untrained, right?
Yes, it would.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
How strange. We do see a lady in a very nice kimono kind of sitting up on the blood-soaked branch that's been very cleanly cut through, might I say. It's got cat ears and a cat tail. I'm a weeb. That's all I have to say.
We're playing L5R. We're all weeds.
It's true. And she waves at you and she claps her hands. And she says, hello down there. Are you okay?
No. I think I might be bleeding out. May I ask, who are you?
Oh man, names.
Also, can I roll a medicine check myself to, like, stop the bleeding and get the branch out safely?
You can roll a medicine check, actually. An 11 is not good enough, I'm afraid.
I am afraid that you are going to die to bad dice rolls.
So you kind of just like put your hands on your wound and you're like push the rest of the tree branch out as you're like, oh god. And she says, your friends are over there. Would you like me to get them for you?
Wait, what did she say? Would you like me to get that for you?
Would you like me to get your friends for you?
My friends? What friends? Oh, you mean the people I'm traveling with?
Oh. yeah, them. They're killing somebody over there.
Yeah, they do that often.
Hmm.
It's your job.
Are they gonna kill me if I go over there?
Why do you want to go over there?
Well, because you're dying, I want to help you.
Why?
Oh, I'm beginning to wonder that myself.
Suspiciousness is gonna get you killed.
And what are you?
I'm a Nekogama? I am a cat spirit from the land of animals. This... the realm of animals, actually.
Is that where we're at? I'm kind of confused. I don't remember being previously in telemetry.
Oh my god, you've lost so much blood, you're delirious. And she's gonna jump down from the tree, and much like a cat, land on her feet. And she's gonna try to pick you up and, like, you know, do that thing where they sling your arm over the shoulder and help you out.
Murasaki's gonna be like surprised, like, what? Murasaki's like wondering what the hell's going on.
Why are you touching me?
Yeah, samurai, bad.
Yeah, touching is not a thing you like, because people don't touch each other in Rokugan.
Oh, but
Yes,
she is a
they do
crab,
not.
so they're kind of tight with it.
Well, that's true. I'll give you that she is a crab, and crab are not much for that etiquette shit.
Yeah, she starts to lead you towards the battle. Oh.
Murasaki's just gonna be like, okay, follow.
So this fellow in the black robes kind of gets out from under your horse's feet, and he says, "Not fair, not honorable. 2 versus 1 is not a fair fight."
I make the remark, not fair, stuck in a rock.
And he,
I don't think he counts as participant. Yeah, she kind of jokingly points her Nadachi at him. Not fair. He can't even fight. He's in a rock.
Wait, do I hear the not fair 2 versus 1?
yes. In fact, if we want, as soon as that happens, our second Haruma, Murasaki, bursts out from the.
Not fair, 3 versus 1.
Yeah, and
I'll look over you. Nope, still looks like 1 versus 1, because you look like shit.
I look over to her and be like, it's kind of counterproductive to what we were saying, but
What about the lady who's with me? I don't think anything of that.
4 versus 1?
Oh no, she's in the fray.
What does he do? Does he run? Does he attack? Do I run him down and kill him?
he he rubs the back of his head through the hood. And he's like, "Oh man, they sent the wrong guy for this." And he throws down whatever invisible weapon he had, and he says, "Hey, I'm sorry about this. This wasn't my idea." And he kind of waves at you guys, and the cloak and the mask like fall to the ground. He Obi-Wans. He does an Obi-Wan.
Is he breaking up for anyone else?
A little bit, yeah.
He's breaking up a little bit.
Bummer.
Yeah,
I, like,
I'm
he just like lays
time.
on the ground and gives up. Is that what he's doing?
His cloak and the mask both fall to the ground, but it looks like there's nothing in it. And that's
He has no
about
face.
He like teleported or something.
yeah.
Disappeared.
Okay.
The mask and the cloak remain, but the body is gone.
Yeah.
I have my horse smash it to be so sure.
Yeah, the porcelain mask shatters mightily. And I meant to do this on oh god, when you each had like a
now
little
I'm
solo
going to-
scene, but would you each starting with Utakanari, would you please describe what your character looks like?
I mean, can we free somebody from a rock before we do that?
No, I like the rock
You
look.
like the idea of me being in the rock while I describe my character. All right.
Yeah,
I'll work with that.
that's fun.
So I guess we'll just go in reverse order. I'll start. So you see about a probably 5'4" woman riding on top of probably 7-foot tall horse. I can't remember how big they are. They're huge though.
Probably about a 16-hand horse.
They're fucking big horses. It's the fucking Utaku battle steam.
So an 18-hand horse.
Yeah, it's a big horse. She only has one leg. It's fairly obvious as the end of like her riding leathers is tied off above, just below the knee where the rest of the leg would be. Obviously wearing the riding armor, which is colored purple, as is custom for unicorns. She has the short cropped hair that can be seen in the picture and looks pretty akin to what the actual picture that I have is. And with that, I will pass it to Hirma Isumua, or whatever the fuck. What's your new name?
Isamui.
Rock boy.
It's Samui. Inside this stone block, fairly irritated man sits patiently staring at the woman on the horse for her to break him out. He has his hair up into a bow on his back. It's white. He stands, you assume, because you can't see his feet, about 5'7", 5'8", not terribly tall. And he is missing his left arm, and simply his kimono drapes over, still intact, not ripped or tied.
Very cool. And
I guess it's me then.
yep.
Murasaki,
Haruma.
she's a younger looking girl. Girl about 5'4"-ish. Fit, obviously. She has long black hair that drips down her face, and her